In this video, I'm going to be going over my top 10 hardest platinums that I've earned. This is all in my own opinion, so if you have any thoughts or feelings about this video, comment below what you think is the hardest one and which one is the easiest one. So in the future, I'm going to make a collection video with all my platinums I've gained over 7 years, so you could see which ones I've earned and which ones I haven't earned. So without further ado, let's get started. But, before we do get started, I was just looking on my phone and I saw the subscriber percentage for people who are subscribed and not subscribed, and it is drastic. 93.3% of you are not subscribed and 6.8% of you are subscribed. Now, I'm not forcing you to subscribe, it's a free option, but if you're watching this and you like it, please feel free to subscribe. It really helps my channel, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Let's get back to the main. Number 10, we have Rainbow Six Siege. Now, I have both the PS4 and PS5 versions of the game Platinum. And when you hear that, you're probably thinking, oh, that's pretty easy. But no, some of these trophies are awful. I won't talk much about the PS5 version though, since I got a lot of auto pop trophies there, and it was a lot faster to get Platinum. So in the base game of the Platinum, it has 49 trophies if you include the Platinum. So we're just gonna say 48. Out of these 48, 34 of them are pretty simple or weren't too hard. It's these last 14 that make the Platinum harder. There's 2 trophies that have you deal with the bomb game mode. This is where you have to plant the diffuser or disable the diffuser. The 2 trophies are called That Was Close and Close But No Cigar. That Was Close is the one that needs you to plant the diffuser 10 times, and Close But No Cigar wants you to disable the diffuser 5 times. It's a pain to do this because trying to get into the objective is harder than it looks. You either are killed by the other team or you kill the other team before you even get to plant or defuse. Next is 8 types of elimination trophies. These being Brain Surgeon, which is to get 50 headshots, Senseless, eliminate 10 opponents blinded by stun grenade, Meat Wall, eliminate an opponent with a breach charge, Don't Go In There, eliminate an attacker caught in barbed wire, Wrong Number, eliminate 10 opponents with nitro cells, No Trespassing, eliminate 10 opponents with claymores, Room Cleared, eliminate 10 opponents with frag grenades, and last, Bullet Pen, eliminate 10 opponents through bullet penetration. All of these are really difficult depending on your skill level. For me, it took me a lot longer to get explosive kills than it did to get bullet penetration and headshot kills. I either died by the enemy trying to throw my grenades, or I blew myself up with the explosive. And the last 4 trophies all have you deal with ranked, and these are by far the hardest to get in the game. The trophies were Jack of All Trades, win 1 round with every Pathfinder operator in ranked, Good as Gold, achieve gold rank, 1 mind, win 1 match without losing a single round in ranked, and Perfectionist, get 5 flawless victories in ranked. These were all such a pain. You have to really rely on your teammates a lot. You need to be really good yourself. And what sucks is it's really difficult to find good teammates. I was lucky enough though that I got the Platinum a while back, and I had a group of 5 and we got it done. Now, I don't have a clip of me getting Platinum from the PS4 version, but I do have a clip of me getting the PS5 version.
Yes! 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 Great job, everybody.
Now, here's the amount of hours I've played on both the PS4 and PS5 version. The time difference is pretty crazy, but on the PS4 version, I played that a lot with my friends. I didn't really care for Platinum, but I also got Platinum. And for PS5 version, I don't have a lot because I only played it for Platinum and just a little bit with my friends. So on a difficulty scale of 1 to 10, I'd give Rainbow Six Siege's Platinum a 7 out of 10 difficulty. At number 8, we have Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. When I was thinking of games, I was mixed between this and Call of Duty World War II. Ultimately, I chose Cold War, mainly for one trophy alone, Reunite with Fidolina. I think that's how you say it. The trophy says to defeat the Momback and save your dear friend. This trophy was the only reason I didn't get Platinum a few days after the launch of Cold War. The trophy wants you to play through the second kind of zombies mode called Dead Ops Arcade. On paper, it sounds pretty fun. A top-down zombies where you get power-ups and a little story. In the story, your friend, a chicken, gets stolen by the Momback. and you have to save him. The thing about saving him is you have to go through many different worlds and survive them. The way I'm explaining it doesn't really justify the pain that I had to go through. I kept trying, but every time I got to the last world, I kept dying. That's when I just gave up and never came back. Until I heard about an update they released to Dead Ops Arcade. It added first person and checkpoints. I was so happy after I heard about this. I reinstalled the game and I got platinum the same day. But I think today, if you were trying to get platinum, I think it'd be a lot easier, but it is still very challenging. And here's how many hours I have in the game. Now, about 75% of this is me playing with my friends, and the other 25% is playing Dead Ops Arcade. So on a difficulty scale of 1 to 10, I'd give Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War's Platinum a 8 out of 10. At number 8, we have Sifu. This game was a blast to play. I know the title says the hardest, but this is one of the funnest platinums I have gotten. So fun, in fact, I got both the PS4 and PS5 versions platinum. It's the way you progress through this game. It starts off really hard since you have no upgrades or anything. Then you keep playing, and you become more powerful. It's just so fun. But focusing on the difficulty, there is 13 trophies that I found really difficult. The first 10 are all story related. You have 5 where you have to kill the bosses in the levels, and then 5 where you have to spare them. The trophies you get for killing them are the Assault, the Hateful Pole Fighter, A Lady's Blood in the Snow, Lady Wing Chun, and Furious Fist. On my first playthrough, the hardest boss to beat was the last 2. For whatever reason, I always died at the end. Then for the 5 trophies where you have to spare them, they're called Mukyang Master, Tiger on Fire, Source of Flying Daggers, Iron Money, and Legendary Talismans of Wuxing. These are a lot harder than killing the bosses, because to spare them, you have to stun them twice. And to stun them, you have to keep hitting them and blocking their attack. But if you hit them too much, their health will go down, and you'll kill them. Or if you block too much, you become staggered and they will hit you. So the hard part is managing both the blocks and the hits. Out of all the bosses though, the hardest to spare was the very last boss. I kept hitting him so much, but he kept recovering super fast. So it really took forever to beat him. Last is the other 3 trophies called Scarless, Prodigal Child, and Kill Nil. The first you have to beat the game in under a certain age. This becomes real difficult when you have to go against the bosses that hit you pretty hard. And Kill Nil is to beat any boss without dying. This becomes much easier once you learn all the controls and master the boss's moves. Here's me getting platinum on the PS4 version.
Get up, fatty. Come on. Oh, yes! Let's go! That was it! That was the last one!
So overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give Sifu's Platinum a 7 out of 10. At number 7, we have BioShock Infinite. Now, I love the BioShock series. BioShock Infinite is my favorite in the series, with number 1 at a close second. Now, number 2, I deeply dislike number 2, and I will not touch number 2 again. Now, the problem that makes BioShock Infinite's Platinum the hardest is a trophy called Scavenger Hunt. It wants you to complete the main campaign on 1999 mode without purchasing anything from a dollar bill machine. If the game only asked for the 1999 mode to be completed, it wouldn't have been that bad. It's the end part of that trophy where you can't buy from a dollar bill machine that ramps up this difficulty. The dollar bill machines are one of the main sources for a lot of the things you need. This being ammo, health, upgrades, and since you can't use them, you have to go around the map looking for stuff or get them off enemies. But the problem with searching for things is the game mode reduces the amount of things that spawn, and then the enemies are tougher and more accurate, along with the fact that if they kill you, they get their health back to 100% and you lose more money from a respawn. And the last little cherry on top is once you run out of money, it sends you back to the main menu and you have to start all over again. So the difficulty just keeps ramping up and ramping up. But the one saving grace for this challenge is you're not spending money, so a lot of the time, if you die, you're not really going back to the main menu, since you have enough money. Now, I don't fully remember my playthrough of the game, but I do remember one in particular part that I despised so much, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you know, you know, the graveyard. That's all I'm going to say. That part was awful. Just talking about the game right now, I think in the future, I'm going to post a BioShock Infinite video, because honestly, I really enjoyed this game, and when I was getting the footage for it again, I had a blast. So if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments, along with everything else I've said to put in the comments. And yeah, on an overall scale of 1 to 10, I'd give BioShock Infinite's Platinum a 9 out of 10 difficulty. At number 6, we have Batman Arkham City. This game is actually my most recent Platinum as of recording this, with Batman Arkham Asylum right behind that. As of right now, I am working to get Arkham Knight, which is so far nothing compared to Arkham City. The one trophy that makes this Platinum awful is to get Perfect Knight Day 2. You have to complete every challenge in the game, these being beat the main story, side missions, upgrades, collectibles, New Game Plus, and Riddler's Revenge. Now, the first 5 are a piece of cake. Loved it, would do it again. It's the last one, Riddler's Revenge. Oh boy. When I tell you, I haven't raged this much in a while. The challenges to complete the fighting and predator challenges, which they themselves aren't too bad. For the fighting challenges, you have to get the score provided to get 3 medals and beat the challenge. And for the predator ones, you have to do certain requirements to get 3 medals. In total, you had to do 12 fighting and 12 predators, this totaling 72 medals. Now these were hard, but it wasn't even the worst part. You then have to complete the campaign challenges. These have you play 3 put together challenges back to back. So it could be fighting, predator fighting, or all fighting. And you had to get them all done in one run with only 3 retries. When you run out of retries, you have to start from the very first challenge. So in total, you have 9 medals per campaign, and there was 12 campaigns, adding up to 102 medals. Along with doing the 3, you also have to apply a modifier to your run. These can make it either harder or easier. But the thing is about the modifiers is if you use one modifier, it cancels it out for the rest of the runs. But you can only use up to 3 modifiers in one challenge. So you want to try to use the right ones for the right challenge. But here's me finally getting the platinum.
Or I kill you here and now.
I'm Batman.
Can't believe you said
That's right. Platinum for Batman Arkham City. Ah.
On an overall scale of 1 to 10, I'd give Batman Arkham City's Platinum a 8 out of 10 difficulty. At number 5, we have Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Now I'm mixed about this game. I like the art style, but the gameplay, made me a bit sleepy. But only 3 trophies were really tough, these being Amazing Ace, Beast of Burden, and String It Together. Amazing Ace was the easiest of the 3. All you have to do is beat 30 levels without dying, which isn't too bad. If you went into levels that were easier, then it wasn't such a problem. Beast of Burden, you have to get gold while carrying someone in any Knitted Knight challenge. The Knitted Knight challenges were unlocked by collecting Rubik's Cube looking items. They basically just unlocked speedrun levels that you had to complete. So to get gold, you had to beat that level in a certain amount of time. This then adds a challenge when you have to carry someone the entire time. It limits your movement so you can only jump and flutter, so you can't even roll. Then last, the hardest trophy in the game is String It Together. You have to get gold on the Knitted Knight's Ultimate Trial. This has every other challenge mixed together. It's just one really long challenge. And also because you have to get gold, you have to do it in the amount of time given. It took me about 4 hours just to get this last one. At that point, I was just getting super mad, so I had to play some music in the background to calm me down. But here's me getting the platinum.
Wait. 1, 2. Come on. Yes! Platinum! Oh my goodness! I was so close last time, but I did it.
Overall, I'd give Sackboy: A Big Adventure's Platinum a 8 out of 10 difficulty. At number 4, we have Dead by Daylight. Now I have both the PS4 and PS5 versions Platinum. It's just like Sifu and Rainbow. But Dead by Daylight was so tedious. It mixed hard trophies with long trophies. So I found some of the most annoying, and I'll group them all into 3 groups. The 3 groups are Killer Challenge Trophies, Survivor Challenge Trophies, and Adept. For Killer Challenges, we have From the Void She Kills, In the Void She Walks, Even Punishment, and Blood on Your Face. From the Void She Kills, it wants you to chain 3 blinks or more and land on a survivor, grabbing them. This trophy is the hardest to get for killers. The reason is because you have to play the nurse. She's the slowest in the game, and her blink ability is hard to master. So trying to grab someone is rare enough, but adding the 3 blinks and a grab is a lot. And her 3 blink ability can only be unlocked from the Blood Web, which gives you random add-ons. This lowers the chances of get that add-on. So you have to play a lot just for this one trophy. In the Void She Walks is a much tame version of From the Void She Kills. It wants you to land 100 successful blinks. It's still hard since the nurse is a hard killer to play. Even Punishment has you place your phantasm traps and hit 4 survivors at least once. This one is difficult since survivors can destroy the traps, and there is a time limit you have to hit them as you teleport. Last for this group is Blood on Your Face. All you have to do is kill all the survivors. It's the easiest trophy out of the 4, but depending on the survivors, it can be really difficult. Second group, Survivor Challenges. There's only one that I'd say is really difficult. Hemophobia. It wants you to escape the asylum map without losing a single drop of blood. This is difficult when you don't always get the map, and then trying to not get hit is unbelievably hard. Last group is the Adept trophies. These trophies need you to escape the match or kill all survivors while only using the Killer and Survivor's 3 teachable perks. The characters you need to get done are Ace, Claudette, Dwight, Jake, Meg, Min, Nia, Doctor, Hag, Hillbilly, Nurse, Trapper, and Wraith. The harder adepts to get are mainly killers. It's just a hassle to get all the survivors. And here's me getting the platinum on the PS5 version. I am getting platinum once again, platinum on Dead by Daylight. Overall, I'd give Dead by Daylight's platinum on a scale of 1 to 10, 8 out of 10. At number 3, we have Cuphead. This game was a lot of fun to play. The controls are smooth, the art style is amazing, and the difficulty is all based on your own skill. Now I found 7 trophies from this game that were really difficult. These were Pacifist, Bravo Zulu P-26, Sheriff, Boss, Mayor, King, and beat the devil at his own game. Pacifist has you complete all levels without killing an enemy. This is hard since a lot of the enemies will block your path, so you have to maneuver through tons of enemies. Bravo Zulu P-26 wants you to defeat a boss using only mini plane bullets. This one took a while since the mini bullets don't do a lot of damage and you have to get really close because they're not long range. It's just another trophy where you have to maneuver a lot. Then for Sheriff, Boss, Mayor, and King, you have to get an A rank or higher on every boss in the game. To get an A rank or higher, you have to beat the boss in a certain amount of time, try not to lose HP, parry 3 pink items, and get a full super meter. It's a lot to do since the bosses are always moving, so it's hard to dodge and shoot fast enough. These took me several hours. Last is beat the devil at his own game. It wants you to complete the game on expert difficulty. When I was going for this, I also was trying to get A rank on all the bosses, so it made everything way harder and longer. Boss. For expert, the bosses have more health and they spawn in more enemies. With that, they also change up the attack patterns, so it's always going to be different. But that's what makes this game fun and super difficult. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give Cuphead's Platinum a 9 out of 10 difficulty. At number 2, we have Fall Guys, the hit game that everybody was playing during quarantine. I still remember the day it came out. I downloaded it and me and my friends played a bunch. Now a lot of the trophies were pretty easy, except for one trophy in particular, Infallible. I think that's how you say it. This trophy wants you to win 5 episodes in a row. I don't know who in Fall Guys headquarters was out of their mind that day that they thought, hey, let's make a trophy where you have to win 5 times in a row. It was hard enough to just win once. But anyways, I still remember somewhat of the day I got it too. I was playing with my friend John, and we were having a normal gaming session. It was when we first got on, I got my first win, and then a second win, and then a third win, and then a 4th win, and then a 5th win. I don't know if I was super lucky that game, or I was super good that game. I don't know how I got it, but I got it. I also got it at the perfect time too because they shut down that version of Fall Guys, and now it makes the platinum rare because nobody else can get that platinum. Then on the new version of Fall Guys, it is my fastest ever platinum, which I think having those 2 platinums is pretty cool. So overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give Fall Guys Platinum a 8 out of 10 difficulty. Last but not least, at number 1, we have Cash Banuka. Just kidding. We have Crash Bandicoot. Now, I know some of you might have thought, why does he have Crash 2 and 3 in honorable mentions? It's because I think Crash 1, 2, and 3 kind of have the same platinum, but not really. I just wanted to put it in here because they all have the same painful trophy. But Crash 1 was harder than the other 2, in my opinion. The trophy being, practice makes perfect. Earn 26 relics, gold or better. This trophy almost had me throwing my controller. It was super dumb. A lot of them you have to try to get pixel perfect jumps. And all these jumps have to count toward your time because you have to get a good time. With Crash 2 and 3, you have ability, so it makes it a lot easier. It's still hard, but it makes it a lot easier. But nope, not for Crash 1. You're stuck running and jumping. But the relics were honestly fun, but also annoying. Almost half the levels I was playing, I was stuck on them for about 2 hours each. It was the most pain I felt in the game. And I have played Crash 4, and I will say Crash 4 is harder than all 3 of them. I don't have platinum yet on Crash 4, but in the future I hope to get it. Even though it will probably be insufferable, I'll get it done. And I might make a video on it so you guys can see the pain I have to go through. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give Crash Bandicoot's Platinum a 10 out of 10 difficulty.
Hallelujah. 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 Yeah. We do.
And that's it, my top 10 hardest games that I have gotten platinum. If you have any hard game suggestions that you want me to post, let me know in the comments. I'll try to get to them and get them all posted. And one last reminder before I sign off this video, make sure to subscribe if you haven't. It's free and it will really support my channel. So with all that being said, I'll catch you in the next video. See you.